Resentful?
All right, put it down. Resentful. Now, there can be more than one feeling, of course. And in the back, by the way, I gave you, for your mental health, a feeling chart. It has a lot of feelings. If you're on the top of the chart, you need a forgiveness sheet. If you're on the bottom of the chart, you're okay.
No.
Yeah. So this triggers my feeling of resentment.
And also something like I like things easy.
Yeah.
And this doesn't make it easy.
That's another sheet.
Oh.
You just said, I like things easy. That is an expectation par excellence.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. You need another 10 sheets. Yeah. See, when you start, what's great about this is when you analyze the way you talk, then you see where your issue is. Making excuses. You have all these ideals. Nobody's following them. Right? That's good. I like that. Oh yeah. There's one guru lady in Missouri. When you talk to her, she has you doing 1,000. Everything you say is a she. She's great, and she's super psychic. So you can't just you can't make up excuses. Oh, I didn't mean that way. Yeah, you did. Now this next line, C, is a little tricky. My thought that causes this feeling is what?
Wanting things simple.
Perfect, right? Or people shouldn't mooch, wanting things simple. He's making it difficult, right? If you just move out, we wouldn't have this problem, right?
Yeah.
Something, okay. So either one works, right? So you have a thought that generates the feeling. I like things simple. This man's impossible, and he's a moocher, and he doesn't get it, right? Okay. How? I want to punish my trigger by. How do you want to punish him? Be honest.
Very honestly, there's this weird image that comes to my mind, and it's so strange. It's like a needle going
Exactly.
into his...
I love it. Perfect. Yeah. Murder him with a needle. Yeah.
I don't know if it... Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Put it down.
Like,
honesty's better because you can work on your murderous impulses. This is fantastic. We had a boss, and my roommate, he used to say to me, he goes, whenever that boss walks by, he wanted to open the elevator shaft and throw him in. And he said it was a repetitive fantasy. And he started doing forgiveness sheets on it. He's getting a little worried. But actually, if you knew my boss, it wasn't unreasonable. Okay, I want to punish by putting a needle through his throat. Neck, perfect. Do I act in a similar way that my trigger treats me? Is there a part of you that mooches around, that you don't make things simple? Did someone tell you that? Just feel it. You can say no. No is also okay.
So.
All right, we'll reflect on that.
Oh, well, I like to make things simple for myself, but...
No, you have to do the opposite. Do you make it difficult for him to live there?
No.
Okay, so...
Because I don't want more craziness.
Sometimes the pattern's 100% reciprocal. What he does to you, you do to him, or you do to your children. That happens a lot. Yes?
So is the purpose of E to ask, do I, which can be a yes or no, or is it to say, in what ways do I? Like, is the assumption that I am doing this, even if I don't think so?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
So you're
because I have done these illogically. Like, this guy does this, da-da-da, I feel this. And even though, in the illogic, in my craziness, I had a release. So the sheet was about my craziness, my perception. It won't necessarily be 101, one-to-one correspondence. That definitely not. And that's why I pushed her on it to see. Now maybe 5 minutes later, and you meet her husband, so I've got this lady's a moocher, I can't get her off the couch, she eats all my potato chips, she doesn't take my own, we don't know. But it is possible that the shoe doesn't fit, and it does happen.
So you're just actually looking for that quality in yourself that person's triggering, right?
Right. Now let's say, for example, your boss always interrupts you at meetings, and in fact, you don't think you interrupt people, but then you turn off their music, or or come home and change the channel. I mean, I've seen that a lot. People just don't notice, but they get really upset when someone else. I had a colleague at work. He would go ballistic when he was interrupted at the table. When he walked in, he would just interrupt everybody's comment, and he didn't see it. So, there is a part, Andrew could be right. It's a given, but not necessarily. There are exceptions, and you have to see. But let's see.
Can I say something back?
Yeah.
I mean, living life like very simply is kind of like mooching off life.
It's your forgive machine.
I mean, if it says, do I act similar in the way that my trigger treats me? It might actually be yes, because I want things so easy. I mean, I do work,
Right.
but I like things really simple and easy.
No, you don't need to stretch it. It
No,
doesn't have to
okay.
fit. No, don't make it work. It's okay. What is my family or my repeating pattern? So is there a family pattern here, or repeat? Like, does your family take care of moochers all the time?
Well, my mom, like, he lived off my mom since he was 39.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that
And,
could work.
and maybe I don't want him to live off of me. Like when she passed, it's like I inherited it, and I didn't want that.
You sound clean. You sound clean, but there must be something, right, that's keeping him there to help you. But then just say no. Don't force the answer. Never force the answer. So now comes line 2. I now choose to be responsible and stop blaming others out of fear or hostility. So in stage 3, I release A. So what you would do is you would cross out A, and you would do this saying it out loud. I release B, my feeling of resentment. I release C, thought that he shouldn't mooch, I forget what it was. And then the most important one is my need to be right. In every argument that you have, in every judgment, you are right.